It really helped, I think, at a high level of visualizing what are the steps and how much time do I need to prepare prepping for the GRE and then writing various applications and how do I stagger them so that I'm not overloaded. So that helped a lot. And then the literal content was extremely helpful of like, this essay should look like this, or this essay should look like that. It really felt like I would not have been able to come up with that by myself. And then as I moved into the interview process, the preps, especially for a school like Wharton, I found it to be extremely helpful to go through it once, to learn my strengths and weaknesses and what I needed to improve on before the interview. It helped me feel calm, like I've done this before. It's not that big of a deal. So it was really helpful throughout the whole process. The biggest thing probably in the application itself was for the essays. I had no idea that I had to be so specific. I thought I could write a high level, here's what I've done and here's what I hope to do. But knowing that you have to be literally, here are the classes I'm going to take, and I think they will fill these gaps. And this is how, this is the clubs I'll join and what I'll contribute at a very specific and tangible level. I would have never thought to bring the essay in that direction. And then it ended up being, the best way to showcase that I had a good grasp on my strengths and weaknesses and what I want to get out of the program. And I would have never thought that would have been the best way to communicate it. It was really easy to keep track of where all the essays were and see what was coming up. I found that Scott was super available. Like when I didn't get into a school and I was bummed about it, he called me immediately to talk it through. I think everyone who did the interview prep was super friendly and super approachable, and it didn't feel stressful to engage with anyone from Personal MBA. It felt like a group of people who were genuinely helping you. And so I think that was nice. Yeah, totally. I actually already have. I think having someone who has perspective through time about what each school wants individually, I think is really helpful. And then also just the ease of working through essays and stuff. Like it was super fast and also helpful holding me accountable to stuff, which I think I would have struggled with a bit on my own. I would just recommend people who are like considering it or on the fence to give it an initial phone call. Because for me, that was what sold it. And you can just tell within like the first 5 minutes of the conversation how much experience he has in the space. I got into Booth with a pretty meaningful scholarship, Yale with a meaningful scholarship, Wharton also with a pretty big scholarship, and I got into Sloan as well. And so overall, way better results than I ever thought possible. So I'm really happy.